winter, though the faces are completely out of place. So shit's been happening all week. Eric is on a 2-month vacation that happened suddenly. That vacation is called the bar exam. And he
So
discovered out of nowhere he would not be capable of continuing his level of commitment to this campaign. But don't worry, he will still be in Pendragon, just not this week's Pendragon. Because
this is a completely different game layout you've got going on here.
Yep.
Mummy's Mask.
Is it the wrong one? Oh fuck! I was wondering why the faces didn't line up at all.
Who's Jake?
Just
Why am
yeah,
him?
just
Speaking of Mummy's Mask,
if you
my
spoil
God.
things, I'll destroy you.
No, I'm not gonna
I'll
I'm
spoil
not
you.
gonna dan it up. I'm not gonna dan it
Yeah,
up.
don't Dan it.
I'm just gonna hype last night's Mummy's Mask
All right, from
because
a
of
number,
my God.
Dan, give me a number from 1 to Dan. How many times did you die?
42.
Dan wasn't even in that campaign, right?
No,
Well,
I'm not even in Mummy's Mask.
Oh my goodness, which reign of winter? Okay, listen,
Not
guys.
that Rain of Winter.
I don't know which reign of
You
winter
know,
we're on anymore. Holy shit.
I'm
That's
not
not
even on
right
that Rain of
either.
Winter.
All
I
right,
keep a
I
running
nailed it.
tally.
Finally found it. Here we go.
We are professional streamers. We do this for a living.
Just
It pays the
remember,
rent.
I literally had like 3 minutes to prepare this, and I didn't even think I. Oh man, I sat down and I was just so worried about getting the game started. I wasn't even like, wait, there's something I'm missing. It's cameras, isn't it? You know that thing that lets people see stuff. Forgot to do that, and now I've been using the wrong overlays. So my bad, guys. Man.
It's
Bad stuff.
okay. It's okay, Arthur. You get one.
We forgive
Everyone
you.
gets one.
I just walked in the door. I don't even have the chat
Oh yeah,
synced
we're
up on
way
my
behind
phone.
tonight. And
I'm. Oh.
Yeah, Amtrak was an hour late, so everything got pushed back an hour.
That's when
So
you just
here I am.
leave.
Welcome
Trini.
home.
I'm not home yet.
pretty much
Or
Dan.
yeah, I'm moving tomorrow. I'm not technically home yet. This is enjoy this backdrop while you can.
Isn't that your traditional backdrop?
It is, but I'm moving out of here tomorrow.
I
I'm gonna
finally
miss
found
it.
the picture. Arthur, by the
College
way.
over.
Take a look at that.
Oh,
That's
please no.
Rooster Limes, the mascot
All
version.
right, I'll check that camera pic.
So good.
My
All right. Well, you know what? Let's just start doing player introductions while I get these
Yay.
cameras done. We're gonna start with Michael because his face is actually in the correct location. Michael, how are you doing this week?
Oh, another exciting day. Summer's coming around. Got the garden in. Grilling season. Bees are doing well. The only thing is it's going to stink driving in this town right now because the NE 500's here. Yay. You know, besides that, so
Fastest growing
kids,
sport in
kids are out
America.
of kids are out of school here next week, and I have half the schedule planned for where they're going to be because they're going to their moms.
Oh, you have to schedule things, don't you?
Yep, all the time.
My dad just let us in the backyard and didn't see us for like the whole day, and then we came back.
Well, I'm going to do that when probably my kids are here because I'm working, and then they'll be hanging out. But they're they're preteens. I have a 13-year-old and a 12-year-old, so yeah, they'll be.
I'm pretty sure my dad raised us by the whole like, if they die, that was supposed to happen. Like,
Well, congratulations, it worked. You didn't die. You made it through. Well.
oh no, I murdered my other brothers to live. Like,
Oh, you're
that's,
like.
that's how that happened. Basically he threw us into the bush and said, "Come back when you're 13," and I did. Yeah.
I don't think that happened at all.
Hey man, you don't know what Australia's like. Actually,
Tell the story.
you're probably the
Literally
only
been
person.
there. I've literally
You're the
been
only
there.
person who would probably know that that's the truth. Yeah.
All those dingoes and like wallabies running around, right? And those.
Hey,
Eating
man.
babies.
Question for you: how big do you think a wallaby actually is?
Very small.
Yeah.
Now, how big do you think a wombat actually is?
Kind of medium.
Cat
Like
size, dog size.
Medium-sized dog.
It's about the size of a human,
Oh,
Up.
and they dig holes in the ground, and the cars like sink into the holes. That's how big these things are. But the only things they show on TV are like yay big. They're like, look at how cute this wombat is. It's like,
That's a
no,
baby.
no, that is not a wombat. That is
I d-
that is like a midget wombat.
He's like, I had to fight one with a flamethrower.
It's the only way you can kill those things, flamethrowers.
Well, Dave, how have you been doing this week? Kill any wombats lately?
No. uh, no, it was pretty good. Very busy week over at the Humbly Bundly, and I don't know if you know this, but Witcher 3 came out.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like everyone's been talking about how it crashes the local capture cards.
Well, here's the thing. I don't have to worry about that because, I spend way too much money on my system. So, there's that. But the game is amazing.
Mhm.
Like, and you know what? They had this big hubbub about, before the game came out, about how 3 years ago in 2013, or 2 years ago, I guess it is,
Yeah.
They had like a much higher resolution, much more vivid type game. And I tell you what, my computer's a fucking beast, and I can only run it on 60 FPS on low. Like, I can run it on ultra, but it just runs like dog shit. So, like,
Do you have
I'm kind
an
of
NVIDIA
glad that
card?
they did. I do, yeah.
Do you have the hair thing turned on?
I do.
That's
But
what
only
it
for
is.
Geralt, because
Yeah.
Geralt's important.
Yeah, but the hair thing is what's slowing you down. People are getting like twice as many FPSs without the
Arthur,
hair.
I don't think you understand. There are dogs that shake in the game, and their hair needs to be free.
You're right. I do not. I must say, Dave, I do not understand your obsession with hair.
We need photorealism for all the follicles in
If
all
I
of the
murder,
games.
if I murder, the luck dragon, I want that hair to be all over my face and spinning around in circles. It's a humongous step up from Witcher 1 and 2, where the hair literally just does whatever it wants. I don't know if you've seen that, but if you play Witcher 1 and 2 on a modern day computer, there was a scene where Triss had really long hair in Witcher 1, and her hair literally went like 90 degrees up through her face and out like that. And just like a massive beard. And I'm like, that's fantastic. That's great. Yeah. So yes, Arthur, I am turning on the physics for hair because it's important. It doesn't break my immersion that way.
How did I not realize? My apologies, Dave. Do you have anything else going on besides The Witcher constantly?
Well, just work really. We started up the new season of Die Party Golem's Curse with Siren, Gamer Siren, as Jenny, the half orc, as a new player. That's exciting as hell. That did really well the first session we had, and
You know, Dave, if someone wanted to watch Die Party's Golem's Curse, where would they go to watch that when they're not watching my channel?
that is a fantastic question, Arthur Perkins, the GM of APGamingREAL on twitch.tv/APGamingREAL, who also has a YouTube where you can go and view his archive stuff if you wanted to. But to answer your question, you can go over to twitch.tv/Henley, Henley, and down below there is an archive of all the Die Party stuff on YouTube. On Saturday at 6 p.m. PDT or PST, I don't remember which one we're actually using now because fuck time zones. We will be
Stay light.
PDT? All right. Yeah, and then we will be playing that game for the second time. I'm also going to be pushing out all of my content from this point onwards as a podcast once I work out where to host the fucking thing, because podcasting is not as easy as YouTubing, as it turns out. So that's it.
Okay. Excellent. Dan, how are you doing this week?
I'm doing all right. I've been in a little bit of a holding pattern the last few days, mostly just packing stuff up, clearing out clutter, getting ready for the move tomorrow. And yeah, just psyched for Memorial Day and the summer.
Oh yeah, it reminds me. I have to
Well-
put you on the spot. You gonna be there for Skulls and Shackles? I know you have your graduation party.
Get Lloyd.
Did you say get wired?
I did.
Might be late. I might be late.
Awesome. There's nothing I like more than not knowing whether a game's gonna happen. It just makes me so happy. All right. Well, it was my fault last week's game didn't happen, so I have absolutely zero room to speak. So.
Sorry, Arthur.
Oh man, we'll figure it out.
This dynamic view in Skype is pretty rad.
At some point, Skulls and Shackles will get back on track. It used to be the most reliable campaign.
Got me
Wait,
in.
when does that start again? That's different from Plunder and Peril, right?
Yeah, so when Plunder and Peril ends, we're gonna move into Skulls and Shackles Book 3.
Okay.
He's so good. Alright. People keep sending stuff. Skype chat is so crazy, but because I do the cameras without the Skype chat open, I can't open it to look at it. I might have to fix that in the future. Alright. So currently occupying Eric's spot on the camo meter. Next week, or 2 weeks from now, I'll make sure to have all the names swapped out. Is Gamer Siren, how are you doing? Constant viewer of this program, shows up to watch Dave almost die every week.
I show up to watch all of you guys. All you guys die every week.
Excellent.
Except for Mason.
Thank you for joining us at the last minute here, and it sounds like you'll be a permanent replacement.
Sweet. Sounds
Yeah,
like...
who are you replacing? I already forgotten who that was. Fuck that guy.
I think it's just...
Ouch.
Wow.
Share
Eric
the
will be
love.
back. We need a fourth person to hold over until then, and you players have kept asking me for a fifth person. That fifth person is Gamer Siren.
The
I am
winter
honored.
has claimed another soul permanently.
Bobble.
You just gotta figure out what she's gonna play.
Gems, baubles, Twinkie Dinks.
You know what, Dave? I'll tell you what. I would pay $2 for a mod for Darkest Dungeon with you as Mason as the narrator.
That's a lot of VO work.
Right.
But I will talk to the Power Up Audio guys who did the voices for that stuff, and I will tell them about Mason.
Yeah.
You know, I actually get to make a character in that game.
What?
I don't know
And
what
I'm
that
going to
means.
make Mason.
Very well.
He is going to be in that game.
You gonna
I've decided.
DLC him in?
No. He is part of my whatever. I get to make a guy in that game eventually when they get ready. So
Okay.
expect to see the third-eyed Mason. He probably will be a human being in that game, though. Not a not a bird. But we'll see how we go.
Maybe he just has like a chicken outfit on, or maybe he's got like a cloak of feathers,
Yeah, like the Raven from Bloodborne.
or the Raven from Warcraft 3. What's
Who-
his
what?
name? Medivh?
I've never played that. Yeah.
Really? You never played Warcraft 3? Wow. You
Oh
missing
wait,
out.
no, Warcraft 3. Yeah,
Yeah,
a very long
Warcraft
time
3.
ago. Very
Yeah.
long time ago. Whenever someone says Warcraft, I'm like, oh man, World of Warcraft.
Warcraft 3, man. The Frozen Throne. Illidan's my boss, yo. Me and him, we hook up, do the fist pound, teleports around and goes, "My blind eye see what others cannot."
That's what stopped me from playing World of Warcraft when they killed off Illidan and then Arthas. It's like the two most awesome characters. They just
Spoilers! Damn!
oh come on!
By the way, Dave.
Like 3 expansions ago. It's like
By
three
the way, Dave, did you know that Vader is Luke's father?
Oh my god, what are you doing? I was about to watch it this weekend, and you selfish motherfucker!
In Ocean's 11, they steal a lot of money.
I
Yeah.
I thought they stole oceans.
Oh,
Oh.
God. Okay. Now my cat's bothering me too. It's time to move it forward. Who has a new character that they need to present? I think it's
Not
gonna
me!
be Dan, right?
Just
Yeah, it's gonna be me.
Oh.
All right, Dan, tell us about this new character.
Hazon Murdoch is a paladin oracle, half elf. I envision him as sort of this gruff military man, almost. Like, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, etc. All that. He has the clouded vision curse, and he's a life oracle.
So he can only see 30 feet.
He can only see 30 feet, but that doesn't necessarily... I took a lot of inspiration from Matt Murdock in Daredevil, so I'm probably going to be channeling... Well, I'm going to be channeling mannerisms from time to time.
So, okay, so basically, you're a lawyer, he's a lawyer, you're like, I need to
No,
fucking
no,
fight
I'm not a
crime
barrister.
somehow. And it's like-
No.
Oh my gosh.
yeah, roll 20. You need to get in there. It's true.
Turn on.
So
Did
so how
someone
does the
send
military
a link to Gamer Siren?
It'll come.
What's that?
Did someone send it?
No, I haven't sent it yet.
Okay, I'm gonna put it in the Roll20 chat if you guys can pass
Okay.
along on Skype.
Sure, I'll do that. So Dan, how does a military man end up in the forest alone?
I think he was part of the same unit that Stavro was in.
So
I
he's
think
like, I'm
he's like
looking
a
for this
sergeant.
person that's dead. Like, I love how all your characters know each other and come looking for the dead versions of your characters.
This is how they meet up in the afterlife, and have their little party in the afterlife later.
Yeah,
They all die
have
in
their
the
big
same
afterlife. Have their big afterlife party, and Kamakiri's not invited.
Is that the restaurant at the end of the universe, right? In the world,
Exactly.
right?
Exactly. And
Again,
Kamakiri's
more,
not invited.
Aw, poor guy.
What campaign trait does Chazon?
Hazon.
And I'm just gonna call him Chaz.
Chaz.
Okay.
Chaz.
Okay, Chaz works.
Military.
Chaz has the adaptive magic campaign trait.
I see. What does that give you?
It basically says, hey, you're really interested in magic stuff. Like, magic is kind of a forte for you, which is good because I chose the ancient lorekeeper archetype for Oracle.
Excellent.
Even though he's a half-elf, it gives you +1 to disable device, or not disable device, use magic device. Use magic device as a class skill, and it gives another +1 to knowledge arcana.
What are
You
you
bring it-
using to survive the intense cold?
I have 2 favorite classes. My favorite class bonus that I took from Paladin was the human bonus, which is resistance 1 to any energy type, and I chose resistance 1 cold.
Alright.
I also have cold weather gear, in case I still need to make saves.
We can also murder what's the face kneecap and take the cloak.
Lady Argentia Malazny.
If you want to, I can do that for you. She's a bit of a bitch.
Starting up the chat, great. Chaz by Calvin Klein, great.
Excellent. So good.
Yeah, there's just a shot of him like topless in the snowstorm with like snow blowing everywhere. His hair is going the opposite direction for some reason, but it doesn't matter. And he looks great. It's all in slow motion.
Just staring straight ahead at nothing
Yeah.
because he can't see any further than 30 feet.
Really?
Yeah, he has clouder vision. So what it's going to be is, as he
Like-
levels up, he's going to be able to gain the ability to see in different ways. Like, he's going to get blind sense, which means he can close his eyes and see everything around him perfectly.
So this really is Matt Murdock
Yes. Yes. You have to reach a pretty high level in order to do that. I think it's level 10. As an oracle.
Right now,
So
you can
your
turn the
special
lights
power-
off on it.
then? Is that you can see.
30 feet.
Really close.
I think, Dan, I think you should think on the bright side. With the snows and everything else, we probably will get blinded anyway, and won't matter to you.
It's like,
You'll
yeah,
probably
whatever.
never know that Mason is actually a really beautiful bird.
He can literally see you. You're within 30 feet.
I'll never be within 30
It's
feet.
not blind. Yet.
He'll be up the trees, right?
Yeah.
Falling down gracefully.
This is a terrible start. Alright, so what's going to happen next is I'm going to ask Gamer Siren what she would like to play, and then we'll probably spend about 45 minutes to an hour listening to the other 3 players tell her how to build a character.
I'm not gonna do shit.
Oh,
My
excellent.
advice would be bad.
I will limit myself to answering questions. That's it.
I'm a component to you play what you want. That's why our party has done so great the last 4 characters we've had.
Alright, Gamer Siren, what would you like to play?
I'm gonna play a monk.
Wow, fascinating. Yeah, awesome.
Are we giving her access to the Unchained Monk?
No.
Or is that
I
just
haven't
getting
read
too...
Unchained, so no.
Alright.
Monks are awesome. They don't have to be unchained in order to be any more awesome. Don't be a hater.
Sorry.
Rogue that sucks and summoner that's too hardcore, bro. For those of you wondering what the hell we're talking about, Pathfinder just released a new source book. Huge surprise. Called Pathfinder Unchained, where they simplify the mechanics of a number of different classes.
Is Inquisitor in there?
I think
Because
it's
Inquisitor is
rogue,
pretty
Barbarian,
Barbarian,
Monk,
summoner.
Rogue, Summoner.
They make the rogue not suck, and they make the summoner stop being so good.
Oh really? I was That was the other class I was looking at playing was a summoner at some point.
Summoner's insanely hardcore, man.
Yeah.
It's
But every
it's
time I looked at
almost
the
impossible to lose as a summoner.
what's the one where you get like the one guy that you can evolve? That's the one I was
Summoner.
That's a summoner.
That's summoner.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I was
On
looking
top
at
of that,
guy.
you could also summon, like, oh, they've got an army. I'm gonna summon up my own army.
Yep.
Boom.
Yeah, that's why they're so powerful.
Off to a
Literally
good
just-
start, Siren, I see.
Yeah, totally. So I'm
That's your
broke.
health. You have 1 health.
No, I'm a broke ass. I was rolling for gold.
Oh no,
You
you don't
start at
roll.
level
You don't
2.
roll for gold because you're starting off at level 2, so you get the
Oh.
advancement gold.
1,000.
You get
Yeah, you start with
1,000
gold.
gold.
What is it?
What?
Did you say 1,000?
Yes.
Yep.
That's
1,000.
like 1 healing wand.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's like a healing wand, a masterwork backpack, and a whole bunch of sundries. Which, as a monk, you don't really need a weapon or armor.
I don't need
let's
weapon armor, but I do need cold gear.
yeah. So let's keep going down the list. What race are you playing?
Oh, that's a good question. A
That's
human.
good question. All right. If you're playing a human, we're gonna have to find some way to make you impervious to cold, or things are gonna go bad for you.
Can you be another one of the Tengus?
Can I be a Tengu?
Yes. No reason why you couldn't be.
Ah.
Pretty interesting monks, actually.
I want to be a Tengu.
Dang!
With Tengus,
This place is going to the birds.
Oh,
Tengu
really?
don't have
Someone
cold
has to do
resistance implicitly. He's just been casting Endure Elements on himself.
Yes, but he can cast his special feather ability.
No,
on her,
I
right?
swapped that. Remember?
Oh, well.
Oh
you
wait,
can-
I'll probably be able to cast it on her. Maybe
Let's see what it's called. Like snow feather?
it's winter feathers, I believe it's
Yeah,
called.
winter feathers. It is feathered creature touch, so you could cast it on her.
Okay, but then I would
Uh,
literally
let's-
have one cast left of an emergency heal.
I mean,
Yeah.
monks have fantastic saves though.
You don't have to emergency heal anymore, Dave, because you have a life oracle who literally walks around and heals people.
Is that Dan's character?
Yeah.
Yeah, that character's gonna die. So like, I need to be able to, like,
That's
save
how
this character.
wait. That's how life oracles work. So, do you have lifelink or do you have channel, Dan?
Channel.
Okay, all right. Lifelink is the one where you steal health from other people. Well, other way around. You give health to people to steal their damage.
I'm taking that as my next revelation, but since I took a level of paladin, that's going to be slowed down a little.
Okay, so if you want to, Dave, you can retake Winter Feathers, and then you would be able to help your fellow Tengu survive in the winter, and we wouldn't have to worry about it ever again.
Yeah, I've still got it. I've still got winter feathers.
The other thing to remember about Tengus is that they are pretty good with the monk sword. I forget what it's called, but I think it's just called monk sword.
The temple sword?
Yeah, temple sword. There we go. Because they're naturally proficient at swords, and they're as a monk, you can punch people in the face with swords.
Ooh, that's so
Plus,
good.
you have natural attacks as well. So like you have a beak and a
Yes.
claw attack.
So if you attack with natural attacks while also attacking with other stuff, the natural attacks are at -5, which means they have a low chance to hit, but you're rolling a lot of dice. And for those people who wonder why I crit all the time, here's the secret: roll lots of
roll
dice.
up dice. Yeah.
Yes.
all the time.
Yep.
So what's the claw attacks? Because I actually have never used it in Mason. It's 2d6, right?
There are no claws naturally on the Tengu. You have the bite attack. You have to take claws.
Oh right.
You have to give you have to give up your ability to use swords in order to get claws.
Where is?
That actually wouldn't be a bad idea for a monk.
Yeah, to just use
Well,
claws.
then
You're
you-
already going to have the ability to use temple swords as a monk.
Don't they get the unarmed strike? Does it really matter to have claws?
Yeah, so what's going to happen is a monk that's flurrying is going to have 2 attacks. They can use ki to pick up a 3rd attack, and then they get the bite claw from Tengu, which means at level 2 or 3 you're going to have 6 attacks.
Oh, holy crap.
Yeah.
That's
so
so
those
good.
last 3 attacks are going to be
That's-
-5, but
Still.
Yeah, so I took glide. That's why I don't have a claw attack on my dude.
okay.
Or
Yeah.
swords.
So let's start there. You are a Tengu monk.
Yes.
You have a 20-point build, and I think someone probably sent you the SRD link.
Yes, I'm looking at the human monk right
Okay.
now.
So
The
let
pre-
me send you
right.
the character creation document. You might want to take a look at
Oh,
that.
you're looking at the pre-gens.
Yes.
Okay. Check out the link that I just threw in the Roll20. And we're just going to walk step by step through this. And for people that watch this show and have never seen a character get made before, because it's been a while since we've done one from scratch, here you go. So you have stats, and your racial bonuses get applied to them after we finish doing this. So
Oh wow, this page actually works really well. How come I never saw this before?
I don't know, actually.
What page?
Doesn't it